Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Doordarshan News Bulletin. This is Rodali bringing to you the headlines first. Polling for the final phase of Lok Sabha elections to be held tomorrow. With over 1.98 lakh people affected, flood situation in Assam grim. Manipur Chief Minister and officials reviews flood situation in the state. Prime Minister expresses solidarity with Ramal hit Northeast. Mizoram Chief Minister reacts to the disaster. And in sports, Indian women's pair of Trisa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand enters Singapore Open badminton semis. Polling for the 7th and final phase of Lok Sabha elections for the 57th Lok Sabha constituencies across 7 states and a union territory will be held tomorrow. In this phase, 13 Lok Sabha seats in Uttar Pradesh, 13 seats in Punjab, 9 seats in West Bengal, 8 seats in Bihar, 6 seats in Orissa, 4 seats in Himachal Pradesh, 3 seats in Jharkhand and 1 seat in Chandigarh will go to polls. The voting will begin at 7 a.m. Political fate of prominent leaders including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Minister Anurag Thakur, Congress leader Vikramaditya Singh as well as TMC leader Abhishek Banerjee will be decided in this phase. Senior BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on the second day of his 45-hour-long meditation at the Swami Vivekananda Memorial today. The leader reached Kanyakumari on Thursday and prior to the meditation, he paid obeisance at the Bhagavati Amman temple. The Dhyan Mandap in which the 73-year-old leader is meditating was said to be the spot where Swami Vivekananda had meditated in 1892. Clad in saffron robe, he also performed the Surya Arghya ritual at the venue. The union government has revised the maximum limit of retirement gratuity and death gratuity from Rs 20 lakh to Rs 25 lakh. The Ministry of Employees, Public Grievances and Pensions has issued official directives in this regard. The revised limit will come into effect from January 1, 2024 according to the directive. The flood situation in Assam worsened with over 1.98 lakh people affected in 9 districts including one that in Hailakandi. According to the Assam State Disaster Management Authority, a total of 386 villages in 22 revenue circles in 9 districts have been inundated in the first wave of floods. The floods have taken a serious turn especially in the districts of the Barak Valley. Kachar district is the worst affected with 150 villages reeling under flood waters. A total of 110 flood camps have been set up in the flood-hit districts. The administration is taking all necessary measures for the rescue and relief operation. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on Thursday chaired a meeting with the ministers, MLAs, Chief Secretary, security officials and all department officials to review the flood situation in the state. While assessing the ongoing measures to provide necessary aid and assistance to the affected families. Out of the 18 spots where the breach occurred in the embankments of rivers, 17 were sealed and the flooding in the surrounding areas have been successfully brought under control. The efforts to seal the remaining breach and the work to reinforce the embankments are underway. Continuing with news from Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh inspected the ground situation at Ima Market and its nearby areas in Imphal along with his cabinet colleagues, MLAs and state government officials. He stated that all possible measures to control the flooding in these areas are being taken. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed solidarity with the cyclone Ramal hit states Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tripura and West Bengal. Talking to microblogging platform X, he stated that his thoughts and prayers are with all those who have been affected. The central government has assured all possible support to the states and is continuously monitoring the situation. Officials are working on the ground to assist those affected, he added. Mizoram Chief Minister Laltu Homa briefed the media regarding the impact of cyclone Ramal in the state. Mizoram was the worst affected state due to the cyclone, which included the loss of 28 lives due to massive landslides.
As we are all aware, Cyclone Ramal has wreaked havoc across the northeastern states of India. Mizoram has unfortunately borne the brunt of nature's fury. At the outset, I convey my condolences to those who have lost their loved ones and to those that have been displaced, both in Mizoram and in our neighboring sister states. Today, we are united in tragedy and in grief. While the unfolding tragedy cannot be expressed in mere words, we are overwhelmed by the outpouring of love, sympathy, and prayers, not only within the country, but even from our well-wishers abroad. I commend the efforts of our NGOs like the YMA, community volunteer groups, disaster response teams of the state and central governments, Assam Rifles, officers of the state PWD, Power and Electricity, public health engineer, police, the medical fraternity, and last but not the least, officials of the Disaster Management and Rehabilitation Department. I would also be remiss if I failed to mention the personal attention and active monitoring by the Home Minister, the Chief Secretary, the DGP, the district administrations in the state, and by all MLAs of their respective constituencies. So far,
continuing with news from Mizoram, the spirit of humanity shined bright as people from all walks of life come together to aid those affected by Cyclone Ramal. Volunteers from local communities offered immediate assistance in rescue operation, providing first aid and distributing essential supplies. Many localities prepared food for rescue workers at their community halls. In another instance, when heavy rainfall cut off electricity at the Mizoram Medical College, people nearby donated fuel to run generator. In Meghalaya, the impact of Cyclone Ramal has been extremely severe in both East and West Jaintia Hills. In light of these events, the district administrators of both East and West Jaintia Hills have issued orders to close all schools, colleges and universities till Thursday. In East Jaintia Hills, connectivity has been severely impacted, especially near Lumsnong tollgate, where 70% of the area has been damaged. The district administrator has issued a public advisory due to incessant rainfall and strong winds, leading to traffic obstructions at various locations such as NH06. Meanwhile, 4 people have reportedly been killed on Thursday due to landslide at Nongfriang village in Sora. In Manipur, Assam Rifles teams have been working round the clock to rescue individuals from the flood, including 21 neuro patients from the Raj Medicity Hospital in Imphal and 42 immobile and aged people from Mother Teresa Institute in Imphal under Operation Jal Rahat. In order to address the immediate needs of the flood victims, the Central Parliamentary Force distributed 5,000 food packets and 3,000 water bottles. Moreover, it has been working closely with local authorities and community leaders to ensure a coordinated and effective response to the crisis. On to sports news. In badminton, the Indian women's pair of Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand made it into the semi-final of the Singapore Open 2024 after beating Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young of South Korea today. Jolly and Gopichand beat their opponents 18-21, 21-19, 24-22 in the women's doubles quarter-final match. The game lasted for 1 hour and 19 minutes. In Mizoram, National Service Scheme units across the state observed World No Tobacco Day today. During the day, activities such as No Tobacco Awareness Drive, pledge-taking ceremony, lecture sessions, pamphlet production and distribution of posters was undertaken. The theme of this year's World No Tobacco Day was protecting children from tobacco industry interference. In Tripura, to raise the awareness about the dangers of tobacco consumption, students from Women's College under the aegis of their NSS unit organized an awareness campaign titled Fight Against Tobacco. The campaign was aimed at educating the community about the severe health risks associated with tobacco use, including lung cancer, heart disease and various other respiratory conditions. The Meghalaya Human Rights Commission on Thursday said that the commission may constitute its own inquiry into the murder case at Ichamati and Maulai Mauro if there is a need. MHRC Chairperson Justice Retired T. Vaifei said that the commission has received a report from the police about the ongoing investigation into the Ichamati case and the copy of the report is furnished to the complainant. MHRC Chairperson said that the commission is currently waiting for the comment of the complainant. Meanwhile, he informed that they have called for a report from the SP into the murder case at Maulai Mauro.
Receive the report and let's see what further action is open to us. That is very important. Somebody should come forward because in a show motor case our hands are tied. Because every decision, every recommendation to be made by us has to be supported by evidence brought before us. And unless...
To end the news, the main points once again. Polling for the final phase of Lok Sabha elections to be held tomorrow. With over 1.98 lakh people affected, flood situation in Assam grim. Manipur Chief Minister and officials review flood situation in the state. Prime Minister expresses solidarity with Rimal hit Northeast. Mizoram CM reacts to the disaster. And in sports, Indian women's pair of Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand enter Singapore Open badminton semis. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.